Hey, welcome back. I want to talk to you about a problem that some people have with blogs on a WordPress or an Elementor website. What if you've got lots of categories? This is a fake blog, by the way, so don't please go, oh my God, these images and wording is rubbish. It's a fake blog. What if you've got a blog and you've got categories and you want to have a filter for that? There are many ways you can do it, but I'm going to show you a method using a plugin and a method where you don't need to use a plugin and you're just going to be using pure Elementor. So hang around and let's see how we do that. The key thing, obviously, before you do anything is make sure you've got categories. If you haven't assigned categories to your post, this isn't really going to work. So please make sure you've done that. Now we're going to use a plugin called Premium Add-ons. So we're going to install that and activate it. And I'm going to show you very quickly which widget we're using. It's pretty obvious, to be honest. It's the post one or the blog one, something like that. Right, so we're going to go to Premium Add-ons for Elementor. If you don't want to have loads of widgets on your website, you can go over to here and start to like deactivate which ones you have present on here. There are some really useful widgets on here, but I'm just showing you what you can use if you don't want to use the Elementor way, which is a little bit more work, but dead easy. Right, let's go over to our pages. Okay, and I'm going to go over to my blog page and I'm going to edit that with Elementor. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add the filter below so we can get a comparison. So I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to type blog, and it's this one here, Premium Blog. It's free. We're going to drop it into its own little widget like that, and it's kind of, you get a few more like settings and looks compared to what you get with the normal blog Elementor widget. So, you know, cards, stuff like that, you know, on the side, which I'm not a massive fan of, I have to be honest. You can even have a banner as well, like that. The option for doing the filtering is down here. So where we have advanced settings, we have filter tabs. So if I add that in, we now have our buttons appear. I mean, of course, I would say that is ridiculously ugly, and I would definitely want to be changing those. So I've gone back to the content tab. So where I've got filter tabs, I'm going to stick it on the left. You can decide if you are going to have all. I would say you do want to have all unless it's a ridiculously long category list. And you can decide to have tags as well. I've got no tags on these example posts, so it's not going to work. So if you think about what you're doing, you've now got something operational. Now let me just show you what this does. Okay, Elementor, it changed. I mean, obviously it's moved up a bit because of the screen. Websites. It's going to show you the website post, which is just down here. Designs, it's going to show you the design post. All, it's going to show you the all post. Don't worry about the fact it's moving. It's just because of my page and whatever, okay? That is the simple, easy way of doing it with a plugin. Premium add-ons. It's free. You got nothing to lose. But what if you want to do something with your original one? I'm going to copy this because this sits on a blog page. Okay, it sits on a blog page. I've copied it. I'm then going to go back to my dashboard, WordPress, and I'm going to go to Appearance, and I'm going to go to Menus. You might be surprised we're doing this, but this is literally how you do it. We're going to create a new menu, and I'm going to call this menu, we're going to call it Blog. Call it Blog, yeah? And we're going to hit Create Menu. Now, this blog is not going to contain homepage and stuff like that. It's going to contain, if you scroll down, you'll have the option for categories. We're not doing product categories and we're not doing product tags. We're doing our categories. And look, our blog categories are there. So if I had 20 categories, all 20 would be there. And I am going to select all and add them all in. And I can decide what order I want them in. So we might have Elementor at the start, and then we'll have websites, and then we'll have designs. You can even go in and rename them if you want, you know, add a bit more wording in. That's entirely up to you, but you shouldn't have to do that, okay? Let me just scroll. There we go. Let me just save that menu. So that is using the blog menu, okay? Now I'm going to go over to create a blog template. And you're probably thinking, why are we doing this? If we did it on the page, okay, every time you click one of the categories, it's going to go to another page. So you're waiting for the page to reload. If you use a template, it will actually do it within the same page, in effect. So we're going to go to Save Templates. We're going to go to Add New, and I'm going to do a archive template, okay? So look at the results here. We're not doing product. We're not doing search results. We're doing archive. Archive is what is the blog archive, okay? Sometimes people say, why don't you just call it blog archive? But no, that is what it is. And I'm going to call this blog archive, okay? We're going to create template. Now I've already copied the post from my other page, so I'm not going to use anything we've got here. I'm just going to go in and hit paste. By the way, can I just say to everyone, okay, this is a test website, so don't look at this and go, this is seriously ugly. Yeah, I know it is, but please don't worry about it, okay? This is just like me with my messing around site. So anyway, I've got this in here now. So we're in a template and I've posted my post in. I'm then going to go over here and type nav menu, and we're going to get our nav menu and drop that over here. That has already gone to the blog menu. If it didn't, you would go in here into your menu bit and you would pick it. It has now got our blog menu. This is now basically your standard normal menu. So all the styling, all the stuff you would do with your drop downs and your icons, you know, your lettering, your wording, your padding, your background color, your active color, your hover color, all of that you do here as well. Now there's just two more things we need to do. Make sure you're in the post, go to your content, go down to query, and at the moment this is saying the source is posts. You want to change that to be current query, okay? So what that means is it will pick up everything, because it's currently we haven't picked any filters, but when you do pick websites or designs, you want it to filter to it, which is why the current query is important. We're then going to hit update and we're going to publish. And this is where you normally get asked to do your display conditions. So the display condition we're going to do is, you could do all archives, but if you have different templates for search results or stuff like that, it won't work properly. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to pick post archive, okay? And then do save and close. Okay, so we've saved that. Now, if I preview this page, by the way, you will probably have, you know, you might have a button for blog, and then in your WordPress, you're going to say, well, that, when you click that, it will go to the post archive page, or have a button or something going there. Now, I'll tell you now, we are going to hit a problem when we click any one of these, and I'm going to show you how we get around that, okay? So when I click Elementor, I think I should only get 3 posts, I think I had that category. Now, when I click it, it's going to go to this page, which is almost like your default one, which is really ugly looking in terms of like how it's presented. That's just WordPress for you. What we have to do now is create another template, which is where the results will hold into it, okay? Now, the easiest way to do it is to basically just copy everything that we've currently got at the moment, okay? Go back to your templates. We have the blog archive. We are then going to add another template. This is again going to be archive, not search results. Sometimes people do that. You don't want to do that. It's still going to be the archive. And we're now going to call it, we'll say blog results. Bit of a weird name that, right? We'll call it blog results, okay? Load up, load up, load up. Don't care about the template. And what I'm going to do now is just paste that section in. This will disappear when I publish again. Don't worry about that, okay? So what we now have is our header from before. It will be the query results because it's still got all the settings, and now we've got our blog. So now we're going to publish this, and the condition we're going to save though this time is, rather than being post archive, we're going to say all archives, okay? So the first one was post archive. This will now be all archive, all right? So if I now preview the actual archive page, okay, and I hit Elementor, can you see that? It was pretty instant there, okay? Websites, designs, Elementor. We haven't got all, in fact, so let's just go back and add that. So I've just added in a new category called all. I'm going to go to my posts, and what I'm going to do is just quick edit. I'm not going to do it on all of them because I just want to show you how this works. And I'm just going to do it on this one as well, the grid. I have weird post names, don't I? So let's just pretend I've got all. So some of these have got all design, all Elementor, whatever, okay? Imagine I've got the word all on all of them. We're just going to go over here to the categories, and let's just stick all in as well into our menu system. And we then just save that menu. So we've got the word all in. Go back to our blog archive page. Just hit return. I mean, it'll be on the results as well. We now have all. And if I preview that page, okay, all will show. So in a way, you want to make sure that all of your blog posts have got all in. And then if you want to go through and filter one by one, you can do. That is a way of how you can do it using Elementor, and you don't need any additional plugins, okay? So you are going to create a blog archive. Well, okay, well, first get your categories, have an all category, create a menu with all those category names in the order you want. You then create a blog archive, or which might be your post archive as a condition, okay? And you style it how you want. Once you've styled it, you do a copy and you stick that copy into another template, and the condition for that would now be all archives, so that when you are previewing it now, you basically get everything. I mean, look, this is a little bit weird because I didn't do the all on everything, but if I had, you would have had it all. But look, this is a really cool way. And I was advising someone that posts aren't just for posts. Your post could be to people in your team, could be products, case studies. It could be anything you want. And by using a filter system, people can now filter. You might have something that says, I don't know, designers, developers, coders, developers, same thing, but content writers. And every time you click on one, it will have a picture of a person. When you click into it, it gives them more details. So you can be quite versatile. So plugin, you could use premium add-ons. It's free. Or you could use Elementor. It saves you having to use a plugin. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. And I'll see you soon.